One, two, 3. Alright, if I hadn't said it yet, let me say it again. Gin season has begun. Not wide open, but it started up, and all this equipment's been sitting down since February. It's trying to start back up, and they ain't run it since February, so they kind of forget on how to run some stuff, how to do some stuff, and sometimes when they're doing it, stuff tears up. So anyway, that last video was at this moat plant that I've been at the past couple of weeks, on with all the clothes and stuff. What they do is they get this moat cotton, what's called mote, M-O-T-E cotton, from these gins, which is just the little bitty staples, not very big or nothing. They make cotton balls and Q-tips and stuff like that out of it because insulation or stuff, because it's just little bitty fine pieces. But they do that, but they do theirs year round because they do it as they get it in. They ain't got to wait for a gin to or a farmer to pick it at the field. It's already there, so they just do a little bit all year round. But we got them running pretty good considering all the drawbacks that they have on their end as far as the press and everything. So, but our equipment's working like it should. So once they get the press kind of straightened out, it ought to run real good. It ought to run a lot better. But I'm up here in Peachtree City, which is close to Atlanta, and now I'm on my way to Florida. On my way. Got to go. Long drive ahead. Yeah. Alright, what I'm gonna probably have to do is cut the kudzu down again. Run over it a few times with my disc harrow, and then run the all-purpose plow. The dirt dog. Because what it's doing is those tines, and I was afraid it was gonna do this, but I had to try it anyway. Is those tines right there are digging up the kudzu vines that are under the ground. And what I really probably need to do is run over it a few times with the disc harrow just to chop up some of the vines. And then I can get back on it with my plow, dig it up real good and deep, then run back over it again with the disc harrow and churn it all back in. But I had to try it anyway. I was gonna try it on some that I had just cut yesterday, and it's going so darn, I can control the depth, but the vines aren't very tall, so, I mean, aren't very deep. So what I'm gonna have to do is do that, just run over it again, finish cutting it up, and then run over it with the disc harrow, and then try this baby out again, because right there is where I dug up with the disc harrow, I don't know, a few weeks ago, and that looks good. That looks what I expected right there. Let me get a little closer. See right here, you can tell where the tines are dug in, and that's what I was after right there. That's exactly what I was after. You see all 5 tines. They're a little too deep right here, but see what it does? It drags up all this old. Okay, y'all, I was out here yesterday. The field here in front of my house is grown back a little bit. So I bush hogged some more, and the reason I bush hogged it some more, I mean, it's not gonna get out of control. It's too close to winter, so it's gonna die off here before too long. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to cut it up one good time, one last time, because I got that. Oh, let me spread it out. There we go. That is the Dirt Dog APP 60-5. I always call these chisel plows. I don't know if that's correct or not, but that's what I always call them. APP stands for all-purpose plow. 60 stands for 60 inches, and 5 means it's got 5 tines. We finna turn this sucker on and see what we can get. Well, I wanted to turn that over. Is what I want to do. I ain't got a moldboard plow or a bottom plow or anything, but I just want to turn that over and just kind of dig in it a little bit so that stuff kills that stuff, and it sits all winter in there, making the field all fertile. All right, I went over it a few times with the disc. Kind of tried to break up some of them vines so maybe it won't drag a bunch of vines behind it. Went over with the disc here. You can kind of tell where I went. I think the grass part out here, I think it'll be fine. I don't think it'll have much trouble. The only thing that really snags it up is the kudzu vines. So I got over them. I just went right there to the terrace. That's all I did, just kind of follow the terrace right there. And we went over it a few times, so now let's see how well it does. Alright, that's what it's supposed to do. It does real good in the grass. As long as it's just grass and no vines, man, it does really, really good. Now the whole idea is to come behind this with a disc harrow and really bust it up some more. And then come behind it with a field cultivator or something to smooth it out. Okay, that's the way it's supposed to be. If there's vines, it ain't gonna work. I guess I need some vine cutters attached to it, because all these vines and stuff, it picks them up and then just makes a big old ball of kudzu vines. And you gotta haul them off down there, dump them off, come back. I'm not really exactly sure what the best course of action is. I guess just keep going over it with a disc. I guess I can't. It works good as long as there's no vines, you know. I guess I could get some vine cutters to put on there, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research. This kudzu is a little bit more formidable than I. See, look at that. That's exactly what it does. That tine catches on that, plow point catches on that, and just drags it. You got about a quarter mile of dadgum kudzu vines you're dragging off down there. You can tell where I've been dragging them down there. But yeah, that's what it's kind of supposed to do right there. That's what I had intended for it to do. I don't know if that's what it's supposed to do, but that's what I wanted it to do right there. It's just old chisel plow. But the bad part about it is this is probably the last weekend I'm gonna be able to really kind of do anything on it for a while till after gin season. Kind of caught up on me a little bit. But anyway, we'll keep working on it.